Question number 6 now. How often should we replace the filter? And so filter effectively is 40% of the cost of your air purifier, right? And Prasad, why don't you take that first? How often should one be replacing it, or is there a cleaning mechanism or a cost-effective mechanism that can be done at home?
So I'll take few minutes on this question, Tina, because so when it comes to air, so me as an environment scientist and who have done research, we have to divide this air into 3 parameters. So one is the air which consists of the particulate matter, which is called as a dirty air. So one, the air which consists of the contaminants, which like the bacteria or this kind of fungus or the virus, which is the contaminated air. One, the air consists of the acidic gases or the toxic gases, which is a toxic air. So the air with particulates, dirty air, contaminated air, and the toxic air. So when we are actually dealing with these 3 kinds of airs, we need to be very precise which which pollutant we are actually targeting. When it comes to HEPA, I'll answer your question. So the HEPA is very much efficient in terms of removing the dirty air. But what eventually happens after running for few days is this HEPA itself will turn into a source for the bacteria to grow on this. So when after if, for example, really kind of Neisseria, so we have a client who is using HEPA for past 1 year. But even though he had an indication, but he forgot to use that filter. When we actually, our service engineer went to that and it was literally poison. Actually, it was literally like a poison when I've seen that filter and what type of pollutants that has been contaminated in that. So there should be a regular checkup that need to happen at least during the winter on a weekly basis. And there should be a minimum of vacuum they have to do at least in the Delhi NCR kind of region. And I was highly recommended, not just HEPA, it is better to use activated carbon and HEPA. So the activated carbon will be very much effective in terms of removing the toxic gases and the bacteria, HEPA in terms of the PM 2.5 and the PM 10.
All right.
So,
and is it okay to just take out the filter and vacuum yourself? Is that safe?
With necessary gloves and masks, so that would be recommended. So they should have minimum precautions, and it's better to do it because they should not eventually turn to another source for the bacteria. So the HEPA is the source where the bacteria will grow.
So you're saying a combination of those 2 filters.
The combination must be